I spent a lot of time over the last 5 years getting to know myself. And just recently, in the last couple months or so, something else popped off. So basically, I've realized that I've had underlying anxiety for the majority of my life. And this is the reason why I spent a really long time self-soothing, self-medicating, and jumping from relationship to relationship. This is why I bring this up, because it's one of the triggers and one of the things that can occur is that you jump from relationship to relationship because you're just self-soothing through the emotions, the oxytocin that's released from the initial hit of those relationships. And then as things get going, you don't really have the coping mechanisms to deal with the hard stuff that comes up in the relationships. So I'm out walking today because this is a much better way to self-soothe myself. 6 months ago, I made the decision to not include any addictions into my life. Alcohol, drugs, food, anything. So just in the last couple of months, because I've been so vulnerable and naked and without anything external to self-soothe me, I'm in the most vulnerable place I can be with myself. And now I'm really getting to know myself at such a deeper level. So I was saying in my last video that I've had an underlying anxiety issue. And that's the reason why I self-soothed, self-medicated. And the truth is, I didn't know this until just a couple of months ago, because I removed everything external from my life that will help me self-soothe and self-medicate. So today, I'm left with me. And my coping mechanisms are pretty simple. My workout habits have changed. More walking to not stress the body and put myself into a fight or flight situation, because that's what I was very used to with training for bodybuilding, strongman, powerlifting, you name it. Any type of stressful workout, I was in it. But that triggers a fight or flight response. And I know many of you out there are like, well, listen, I love working out intensely. So did I. But ultimately, today, I realize for me that it's not the best form of exercise that I can utilize. So walking helps to calm my mind, helps to put me in a peaceful state, helps to get that energy out of the system. Watch video number 3, because I'm going to be talking about how we store energy. And if we don't release it, it manifests itself physically into illness. So, what I was just saying, energy has to move. And when our stress gets stuck in our body, it gets stagnant and it sits there. And what that could cause is simply dis-ease, meaning that energy that gets stuck manifests itself physically because it's got no place to go. You're not releasing it through some sort of physical activity, meditation, journaling to get the words out on paper. There's so many different practices, breath work, deep trance, shamanic journeys, you name it. There's a bunch of different things that you can utilize to put yourself in a peaceful state and to help to clear the demons, the cobwebs, get them out of there and move that energy around. Because otherwise, the body remembers and it's going to store everything. And if you're in a state where you're physically hurt in some way and you don't know why, because you're like, I didn't do anything, think about the emotional stuff that's going on in your life. It's probably going to speak volumes. So what is everything that I'm talking about? How does it tie into relationships? Well, our behavior is dictated by the way we feel. And if we're emotionally unstable, dysregulated, and have a fight or flight nervous system, and we're constantly in chaos, think about how our relationships are going to look. Pretty chaotic, right? So if we're looking to have a healthy relationship in life, guess what we have to do? We have to start with us. And we need to start having a healthy relationship with ourselves So then we can find that person on the same wavelength that's doing the same work that we're doing to help regulate our nervous system from years of it being dysregulated, living in chaos and being in fight or flight, stressing the body. Our behavior is dictated from that place. That's why I'm talking about this stuff. So find these ways, these internal mechanisms, journaling, physical activity like I'm doing right now. Utilize them to help yourself move that energy out of your body so it doesn't control you. You control it.